So yeah, urea cycle. So the nitrogen has come from, yeah, you're good on concepts, right?
Yeah, so nitrogen has come from the Cori cycle, and it's glutamine, and then it turns into glutamate, and then it turns into alpha-ketogluterate, and that's how we get our ammonia.
Yep, and all that breakdown's in the kidney, so. Excellent, and then you have ammonia and you have to do something with it, because it's a menace. All right, so with the first thing, we're in a garage, okay? And we have a car. And we're sticking two things into the exhaust. And so the car is carbamoyl phosphate synthetase. Obviously, the synthetase is the enzyme, and I always say the enzyme name at the end, and I just can't help myself. All right. And it is a synthetase, so we know
that it requires ATP.
Exactly. And it is going to be using...
Requires 2 ATP, doesn't it?
It does. Well remembered. This particular one does require 2. All right, we have ammonia and carbon dioxide being used to go ahead and make our carbamoyl phosphate. And this is carbamoyl phosphate synthetase 1, I should say. Okay, so you have a car, and you're putting 2 things in. Now, the person, you're in the garage, there's the car, carbamoyl phosphate, and the 2 things you're putting in are the nitrogen and the carbon dioxide. So it's just 2 bottles being poured into the gas part of the car. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, now the dude who just poured it all in, he's going to, we're going to look at him. He is ornery. He's ornery. Okay? Ornithine. So we're going to put him over here. Ornithine. And we are going to take carbamoyl phosphate and ornithine and put them together. He's going to hop in his car. Okay? And this is done using ornithine trans carbamoyl ACE. And honestly, for this one, I just think this one, trans that one, ACE. And then I say it out loud so that I get the muscle memory of my mouth moving that way. And then ornithine trans carbamoyl ACE comes out, and if I try and say it wrong, then I trip over my tongue because I haven't practiced saying any of the other ones, which I'm not going to say because I seriously don't want to practice. And that is another backup with actual, it's really cool, you can use muscle memory, like literal muscle memory for academic things. It's like, I'm cheating, all right. But yeah, those are the 2 things for that one. It's that thing, ACE, that thing, trans, that thing, ACE. And he's getting into the car. So back to the picture, we have carbamoyl phosphate being loaded up by the 2 bottles. One is carbon dioxide, one is ammonia. And then he gets in, and he is ornery, so we want to name him, then he gets in. Ornithine getting ornithine trans carbamoyl ACE. Good?
Mm-hmm. All
right. Then, once they come together, he's going to, the garage door is going to, once he's in the car, he has to turn it on. So, last time we talked about a hood, like a dash thing.
Mm-hmm.
A more active way to keep it in is if his keys have an orange on it, and then that way it's something that he has to do and it makes sense in the story. Like, okay, keys go next, and there's an orange hanging down from it, and that is because this is going to be making citrulline. Okay? And then I just draw this right here, representing the garage door, also representing, more importantly, the mitochondria. So this is inside, this has all been in, all this will be out of mitochondria. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so up to this point, go ahead and, once you're done with notes, review up to this point.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, all good?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now we've done the 3 major molecules inside, so we get to go outside. And the garage door goes up, we go outside, and then the car promptly dies. And stinks to be you. Citrulline is, citrulline just goes outside, so I'm going to draw it again just so that's very clear. Citrulline, still the same thing. Citrulline is now outside because there is a transporter here that gets it across the garage door.
Take your keys out of the ignition once it dies.
Okay,
fantastic. Sorry.
All right. Now citrulline, we're going to add something onto citrulline. So your backup transportation, or ornery guy's backup transportation, is a donkey. All right. So we have it's either aspartate or asparagine. I'm going to write.
I think it's asparagine.
Asparagine sounds right.
It's aspartate.
Aspartate? Okay.
Yeah, asparagine is the second one in the cycle.
Okay. So aspartate, and you're going to add that in. And so this is the donkey. And honestly, this isn't the part that they tend to ask questions about. What you want to know is all of that stuff actually is pretty wanted. And then this one, don't box it, it's not an enzyme. So donkey. Next to the donkey, however, as the ornery guy is going to get to his donkey, is a pirate. Okay, so we had aspartate for the donkey, which is why there's only one, otherwise there would be 2. And there's a pirate next to the donkey. So you see the donkey, then you look over to the pirate. Aspartate, arginosuccinate. Arginosuccinate. Okay? And this pirate, he has 2 hands. He has been a very successful pirate to keep his hands. Okay? And in one hand, he's going to go ahead and have a sucker for arginosuccinate. The other one is going to be, he's going to be waving it. He's going to be fumarate. And that is something that gets let off. He's going to have fumes, so it's a cigar. Fumarate. When I see the cigar, I just call it fumarate. It's like, that's not a cigar anymore. That'll be really embarrassing one day. All right.
One day you have kids and you yell at them, "I'm smoking fumarate."
How dare you fumarate? No fumarating. All right. Okay. So, car went outside, died. Looked for the donkey, found it. Dang it, there's a pirate. Pirate's got 2 hands. One has
a sucker, and one has a cigar, which lets off fumes, which is fumarate.
Yes. All right, and then once the fumarate has left, we have
aspartate. No, asparagine, right?
Arginine.
Arginine. Totally wrong. Okay.
It's all good. It's pirate. All right. So the last part is the ornery guy chases off the pirate. Okay?
And he drops his sucker.
Yes, I'm sure he does that. So basically, remember that there's pirate, and then the pirate runs off after the ornithine guy waves him off. And so you end with 2 people. There is the pirate going one way, ornery guy going another way. Okay? So just kind of have them walk out a little bit for this last part So you had the cigarette or the cigar or whatever, and you had the sucker in the cigar. Then after that, it's kind of a mini fast forward, walk down the driveway a bit, and then there's ornithine going one way, pyrite going the other way. So we're in a different location now for this last bit, just so that it's not jumbled up at the previous location.
Okay.
Make sense? Okay. And so you're going to have arginine with no sucker. And ornithine going different ways. Arginine, you're going to have arginase, which makes urea. No one's ever been that excited about urea. All right. And then ornithine just goes back into the mitochondria for the cycle. And we could make an extra picture of him going in his front door or whatever, but rule of thumb, fewest pictures required is the right number. All right, so sweet. I'll go ahead and turn this off.